Scotty. They gon' copy cause we poppin'. Blues up in my...
The coach here, welcoming you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. 7 yards, the pickup there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And we see the emphasis earlier, get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. We're scoreless after 1. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On the give, this is Harris. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller,
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers, and they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 2nd and 5 from the 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. First throw here pulled in by Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he loses the football a second time. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Brandon Marshall, 70 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes our score 17-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground here in Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Being chased. Hurts fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Oh, able to avoid him. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you? Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long. I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface.
And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Hurts.
On the move.
Hurts fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run. Here's Harris. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.